Broke.as.node.
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 No.
Broke.as.node.
Oh, Broke.as.node.
Broke.as.node.
Yeah.
Broke.as.node.
Hello, everyone. It is Broke.as.node episode 2. That is two in Spanish, right?
It's Vi.
Oh,
It's Vi.
Okay, bye.
German. We got German and Spanish covered.
Thank you for tuning in. This episode, I think we're going to mainly talk about Comic-Con. And we're going to talk about all our favorite moments, a lot of the trailers. There's so many trailers that came out and everything else that we're really excited about. But before we get there, I am Lucas. As always, to my right, I have...
Troy!
Ooh, you need a catchphrase, dude. You're like, that was... That... The
I
way you
did.
presented yourself was great. Now you need, like, Troy, and then have something.
The Troy Meister!
I actually like that a lot. We should keep that. All
I'm
right.
the Troy Meister.
And-
I meister all the Troys.
That's perfect. All right.
All Troys fall victim to him.
And next we have
Corey.
absolutely.
That's who I am. We're talking about Comic-Con right now. We're playing Batman Arkham Knight, doing the challenge map, swapping it off by death.
You're
or
starting
win,
us
or-
off.
Yep, I'm
'Cause
playing right now.
You're the Batman master. I mean, you are really good at this.
I like to believe so. I'm just used to it on the Xbox, not the PS4. But oh wow, I never even noticed this. On the touchpad for this one, it's got Star Wars embedded in the touchpad.
Yeah.
That's really
It's my
cool.
Darth Vader
It's really
controller.
cool.
Yeah,
It's
no,
awesome.
it's a
Yeah.
Darth Vader
Because the-
controller.
It's a
but
really
I-
cool controller.
The
oh,
color
whoa.
on the buttons is supposed to match the color on his breathalyzer thing.
That's awesome.
awesome.
Yeah, if you have a PS4 and you don't have the Darth Vader controller, you are 100% missing out. Is it more than a regular controller? Is it much more?
You cannot get it anymore.
Oh, well, you know what? You missed out. So you screwed up.
Yep.
All right, well, moving on to Comic-Con as I watch Corey destroy it, Batman, and knowing that I will not destroy it, Batman.
The 3 most recent trailers I saw of it, I watched them, then I watched Angry Joe reaction of them.
Wait, what are you talking about specifically?
Is Wonder Woman,
Okay.
Suicide Squad, and Justice League.
Okay, well, let's start there. Which trailer was your favorite?
I guess I'll say Suicide Squad.
Well, what, there were 3 trailers released at Comic-Con for Suicide Squad? I want to say, right? Because you had the Joker one, you had the Harley Quinn one, and then you had, like, the new big one.
I like the big one. The separate ones were good, but I like the big one because it was showing a lot more, and you actually got a first glimpse of the villain.
Right. Who is, we have another controller for you, Corey.
Appreciate it.
Sadly, the Darth Vader controller died. That was sad. He's kind of new one. The camo controller. But yeah, no, I mean, all the trailers look cool. I like the Harley Quinn one a lot. I have a lot of faith in Margot Robbie. People are doubting her right now. Here's my 3 points for her. Okay? 1, we know she has the accent now. She nailed it in Wolf of Wall Street, basically. That kind of New Jersey, New York accent. She has it. We know it.
And
Even though
it's
she's
not
Australian-
over the top like
No.
it was in the cartoon.
Right,
I
she
hated it so
does.
much.
Well, some people are complaining that it's not over the top, but I don't mind the subtlety. I'm fine with people
where
talk like
Harley
that.
Quinn
You've been
is?
up north. People do
Yeah.
talk like that.
And that's
Is that
fine.
where
but, like,
Harley Quinn's based off of?
for
New
a main
Jersey?
character in a movie,
Um,
that's I don't know. I'm happy she's not like. I'm happy she's different.
Right.
Yes.
She's doing it kind of subtly, and I think we'll get moments where she is probably stronger than others, the accent-wise. But
Yeah.
I think she's going to nail it. I have complete faith in it, and I don't know if it's New Jersey exactly that Harley Quinn's modeled after. But it's certainly northern New York, New Jersey kind of area, city northern vibe with the accent, definitely. Second point is Margot Robbie's a good actress. I mean, she is pretty good. She was a model, but she came into the whole actress world. Again, she nailed it in Wolf of Wall Street. She did a great job. That's a great movie. That movie would not have been that great without her. I'm going to go ahead and say
Is there
that.
any other movies she's might have been in?
What else has she been in? Do you know, Corey?
Margot Robbie?
She's been in a few.
She's in. No, that's Brie Larson. A couple, but Wolf of Wall Street was easily her biggest one.
It was her
Like,
biggest role, and it was a great role. I mean, she did
I
it
never
great.
saw that movie.
third, my girlfriend's going to kill me for saying this. Hopefully she never listens. Before we died in Batman. She's hot. And you know what? She's making Harley Quinn look hot. But, not in an over-the-top way. She again, it's subtle. And they came out and said even the costume designers.
I don't think nobody's hating on her. It's the outfit she's wearing. I've been hearing that a lot of Harley Quinn fans are disappointed in the outfit.
I mean, it is a little skimpy, but it's not like over the top.
Well, they're also saying that the colors don't match. She's got like that light blue and red going on, and she's supposed to be red and black. But,
blue and red works better.
But to me, I thought it was cool. It was a neat little change, and I mean, this is the DC Cinematic Universe.
Right.
Of course, they're going to change up people.
And if they had done the exact same costume that they had done in Arkham Knight, which to me, Arkham Knight, honestly, is a lot more skimpy or skimpier than the Suicide Squad. Because she's still still covered.
I mean, you could even see you could even see like the side string of her thong coming up.
This one has a lot of legs, but that's about it. I mean, it's not too bad.
And also in the Arkham series, Harley Quinn doesn't do anything at all. Ever.
Right.
Every time you come up against her, every time you fight her,
you
take her out with one hand.
Right. She's not well developed, without a doubt.
No, she's not.
But in this movie, I mean, I can almost guarantee she's going to be very well developed.
Oh,
It's clearly a huge part of the plot. We'll bring it up in a second, but we still really don't know where Joker's going to come in. And I love that about the trailers. They haven't revealed that. And I love that fact.
That's great. And one of the other things I really like about the way the DC Cinematic Universe is going, even it started in Batman v Superman, which might not have been the best movie, but it's totally fine. It seems to be very heavy-handed towards injustice. With the Superman being the bad guy, the cyborg suit in the Justice League trailer, which we're gonna get to that, but I thought was awesome.
No, I didn't think that was cool. That was my favorite part of the trailer. But
Cyborg's costume in that is almost exactly like his evil side in Injustice when he's on the side of Superman.
Okay.
And then the Harley Quinn in Suicide Squad is against the Joker because of her, I don't know, I guess you would say realization of all the abuse she's gone through and all that stuff.
And it's like that in the comics.
Well,
her comic.
And she's going against that, but from what I've seen, because the Harley Quinn comic started after the Injustice comic.
Right.
And the Injustice comic was a bestseller. And it's a good comic. Like, it's really, really good. The game is also great, in my opinion, as a fighting game fan. But the comic is awesome, and it goes from everything from the base characters in the game all the way to using Constantine and Trigon. And not Trigon, like in the game, Trigon's part of a super, but he matters in the comic. So they're using a lot of the stuff from that because it was the best character development because you see the different sides. Black Canary, like in the Injustice comic, Black Canary and Harley Quinn fight for a while. Okay. And the second Black Canary says she's pregnant, Harley Quinn stops fighting and just is like, let's go about, I've been through this.
Interesting.
And I want to say it's either hinted at or said that she lost that child. Harley Quinn lost Joker's child, or they tried and it didn't work. Either way, Harley Quinn shows the affection to Black Canary and doesn't fight her.
It gets to her character, I mean, she's a bad guy, quote unquote. I've always seen her, and you do see matchups, kind of people shipping them. Yeah. Deadpool and Harley Quinn. She has a conscience. I mean, she's more of an anti-hero in my opinion, than she is a villain. And her comic totally plays on that, a ton.
I don't think that, and some people, and it's just for the argument's sake, some people don't like this new Harley Quinn because it's not how she was made. When she was made, she was a villain.
Oh, yeah.
And
she almost killed Batman.
Well, right. And then now people are like, well, she's not a villain. And they're like, you're not respecting the original material.
She's something in between. She's become something in between.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't appreciate when people say you don't respect the original material and then they're completely off. Granted, some people are, different opinions and all that. But when she was introduced by, what is it, Bruce Timm?
Yes, Bruce Timm and Paul Dini.
Yeah.
Yes.
In the 90s cartoon, she
the-
was
the Great.
not an anti-hero.
Oh no, she was a
was a
villain. She
villain.
was a villain, but she was a comical villain. They did make her very comical. But I will
They
say this
also
about
did
the
for
comics.
Joker, too.
Right, well, yeah. But I will say this about the comics. They do a great job of respecting Bruce Timm and Paul Dini,
Yep.
but developing her more as an anti-hero.
Now.
Right. I mean, I'm talking about the
Now,
current one
yes,
with
yes.
Amanda Connor and
Where she's had
and
the
Jimmy
Harley Quinn
Palmiotti.
series, she's had
Who-
Harley
I told you-
Quinn and-
I told you I met them.
Yeah.
They were
Yeah.
super cool, and they want to respect Bruce Timm and Paul Dini, but and they know them, they're friends with them.
Well, right.
But they want to take her to a different level. They do see her as
They're
more
different
of an anti-hero.
characters. The cinematic, when it comes to the cartoon, all the way up through the movies,
Well,
is very different than the comic book character.
Right.
Or the vice.
I mean,
Whatever.
we're
They're
talking
very
Harley
different on either
Quinn
side.
in the Harley Quinn series in the comics is very different from the Suicide Squad Harley
Which
Quinn.
is
That
very
needs to
different
be-
from the animated
Right,
series.
exactly.
Which is very,
They're all
they're
different.
all different. Yeah.
It's different universes.
Yeah,
We should know that they're different characters.
Exactly.
And
But
from what it seems like whenever she's like alone, she's not with Joker. She just likes to just goof off and just be herself.
Yeah. Which
But when
does
she's
involve
with-
killing sometimes.
Yeah, but she's
But
much
when
more of a
she's with-
vigilante
Right.
than
Yeah.
she is.
But when she's with Joker, she's got to be like Joker's own sidekick
Right.
and second in command of his gang whenever he has one.
She does what he tells her.
What I want to see in the movie, and honestly what it's kind of been hinting at, I think we're going to see kind of a combination of all those Harley
Yeah.
Quinns.
Yeah.
I think it's a totally new Harley Quinn, but they're going to respect all of those. She's a villain, make no mistake, but she's also has a conscience.
Yeah.
She also isn't as dark as maybe the Suicide Squad. She's going to have silly moments,
Yeah.
but she's also going to be dark. I mean, we're going to have
and
all these
she's
three
still
Harley
going to do
Quinns.
bad things, but she's not going to do bad things as bad as other people would.
Right.
Like, you see them and they're going to fight the bad guys, and she steals a purse. She doesn't turn around and kill an innocent civilian
Right.
like some other
I don't think we'll
characters
see
would.
that. I don't
Right.
think, we might see Joker do that. Yeah.
Yeah, well...
Okay, let's move on to Joker. Jared Leto's Joker. He's I think this might be
I'm
the
so
most
excited.
wild card Joker.
I'm so excited.
But
There's
would you
an
agree with
interview...
this? This is the most. I think we might see the most wild card, which he is a wild card.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, he's meant to be that.
Oh, yeah.
The most wild card
Joker
Joker
card,
we've
if you
ever
will.
seen.
Yeah.
Exactly. The most wild card Joker we have ever seen in cinema.
Yeah, and Jared Leto went full method.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
He lived and breathed this
Lived
role.
and breathed.
They did a Rolling Stone article, and Jared Leto was like, yeah, if we were having this interview right now with the actual Joker, he would have cut your balls off and made you eat them. And that's if he liked you.
And I won't do that, but if.
Yeah, and I mean, he sent condoms to people.
Right.
He sent
Crazy
a full
stuff.
roasted pig to a board meeting. He went full on.
I saw them on. They were all on Conan the other day,
Yeah.
and the girl who plays Katana was like, "It was hard to meet Jared Leto because on set he was always in character." She's like, "Hey, I'm such and such. I play Katana." And he's like,
Yeah.
She's like, "I couldn't talk to him."
And even I haven't seen the trailer where it shows, but there's a shot where he's in his bed looking at his phone. I'm assuming a picture, and he's like looking at it, and then he flips it sideways, and that's something everyone does. But like the mannerisms he has when doing all of his small, minute actions, minute, whatever, just scream. I don't give a crap.
Right.
I don't care.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what they're doing. They're doing a truly psychopathic Joker.
Right.
Like the other one,
It is
he had a
like
goal.
I said, because Joker in many of the comics, at least I know in Scott Snyder's comics, he arguably one of the best Jokers. Going to go and say it.
Yeah.
And the face-off type deal was awesome when Joker put his face. That was cool stuff.
It was good. I really like Alan Moore's killing Joker.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Which the movie's coming out soon. You've seen it?
I know of it.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
We're going to obviously buy it when we can. My point is, his Joker and a lot of Jokers before, he goes into like Gotham psychiatric, all the asylum, all that. They can't diagnose him with anything because he has everything.
Yeah.
They can't. He literally
There's no
has
better
every
word
mental
for it. He's
illness.
a lunatic. There's no better word.
Completely just gone
yeah.
person. I mean, and I think we're going to really see that with Jared Leto. I was watching Requiem for a Dream. I was hanging out with my cousin the other day.
Dude.
I was
So
great
good.
movie. I was hanging out with my cousin the other day. He's like, I've never seen it. I was like, and I explained the premise to him. He's
man.
like, oh, we gotta watch that.
Did you guys like hold each other and cry for the
just
rest of the
about,
night?
man.
Like,
Just about. We got about halfway through it and we stopped and I was like, so what do you think so far? He's like, this is amazing. I was like, do you want to finish it?
but Darren Aronofsky is
he's like one of those guys.
favorite actors.
He's one of those guys
Or
that gets
directors,
about like
sorry.
halfway through a movie or a show and he's like, I don't know. And I was like, so we got halfway through and I was like, do you want to finish? He's like, this is amazing. I have to keep watching it. So we watched it and it was great. It was my second
And
time seeing
that's
it.
one of the
Terrific
so
acting by
it's
him.
Jared Leto,
Yes.
Jennifer Connelly,
Yes.
one of the Wayans brothers.
Yeah, one of the ones that-
I know
Who
it sounds
does an
terrible. I don't
incredible
remember.
job.
You know who that part was originally designed for?
Who?
Dave Chappelle.
Oh man, that would have been
Yeah,
amazing.
it would have been
but-
interesting.
It would have been
I don't know if
interesting.
it
Yeah,
would
maybe
have
not
been
amazing.
good.
But,
And then the
but-
mother, like
oh yeah, I
the
mean, she
mother-
won an Academy. She was nominated. I want to say she won an Academy Award for that.
she is the part that bothers me. The
Oh,
most.
me too.
Like it
Me
just because it's involuntary.
Right.
All of it
it's
is just like
involuntary addiction. Did you know there's 4 addictions that make up that movie? It's
Yeah.
of course heroin, obviously the drugs the mother gets on the uppers,
The uppers
which
and
are
downers.
basically Adderall combined with sleep medicine.
Well, they're all based on,
cocaine with the girlfriend. She did
sins.
cocaine.
They're all based on the 7 deadly sins.
Right. Well, but there's 4 main addictions,
Yes.
and then she does the cocaine. But she
Because
doesn't
of
get
the heroin. And she starts on
but
heroin
she
and
does-
goes to
right.
yeah.
But then she ends up on heroin.
Yes.
Most addicted.
Yeah.
But the 4th overall connecting addiction is the addiction to a better life, the American dream.
Oh yeah.
Which is
Yeah,
they're all trying to do it. The
going
mom's
for it.
trying to
Oh,
lose weight. To
absolutely,
get
man.
it's,
Yeah.
if you haven't seen Requiem for a Dream, I highly recommend it. It's an amazing movie.
I do, but I don't.
Yeah,
Like,
it will disturb you. It will disturb you.
It-
I'm a David Fincher fan, like I
Yeah.
said earlier. I
If you-
love those types of
if,
movies.
If I Am Legend bothered you for more than a week, do not watch this movie.
It will bother you
Do
for a year.
not watch this movie.
Oh, yes.
I have a very dark mind. I watched it with a friend, and he was like, let's never talk about watching this movie again. And I was like, okay, cool, I have to go pee. Went back to my room, grabbed my belt, tied it around my arm, came out and went, let's go. And
He freaked out.
He didn't appreciate it. But
Don't do that.
That's my sense of humor. But no, that movie turned me on to Darren Aronofsky, who did Pi, just a movie called Pi. It's about Matt,
Seen it.
and
It's amazing.
incredible, weird,
Will mess
hard
with
to
your head.
follow.
Right.
Good.
Definitely.
He also did
All
The
of those
Wrestler
things.
with Mickey Rourke, which I
I
highly
have
recommend.
not seen that yet.
Has
I've heard good things.
Marissa Tomei, who is playing Aunt May now.
Okay.
She's in it.
Great actress.
And what else did he do? Noah with Russell Crowe
Okay,
and
have not seen that
Jennifer
either, but I've
Connelly.
heard
I
good things.
believe Jennifer Connelly again. Good movie. Doesn't 100% follow the religious context.
But they weren't trying for
No,
that.
it was a story. It was like,
it's-
imagine if this wasn't in the Bible.
Right. Quote unquote fan fiction of the Bible.
Pretty
right.
much. What else did he do? He's done some good stuff. He did Fountain of Life, I don't remember the title of it. Hugh Jackman was in it. Not his best. He was also up for, I believe,
I'm gonna play as
Spider-Man.
Batgirl. I'm playing Batman now, and I'm not good at this game. I would play as Catwoman.
He was up, I believe he was up for one of the Spider-Man or Batman movies, and he dropped it to go do one of the others.
Interesting.
The cinematography in all those movies is incredible, and it's his movies are much more of a. I don't know, if you've seen Nightcrawler, the Jake Gyllenhaal,
Yes.
you understand.
Love it.
His movies are much more in that style. What would you call that character?
Did he direct that? He didn't
No.
direct that.
But they're in that style. But it usually has more than one
Well, like
character.
I said before,
What do
David
you
Fincher
call
kind
that?
of
A
does
character
that.
report? What did you call that? It's not like Nightcrawler. You said it was a report, something report. It was essentially a movie showing how one person.
Changes.
Oh, what's the
Develops.
word for it? I can't think of it. Anyway,
I'm not quite sure what you're saying, but I feel like it's on the tip of my tongue.
character report, personality report.
Right.
It's a psychological evaluation type thing, and I can't remember the name of it. But you go into depth on these characters, and you learn their pros and cons, from behavior to their beliefs, their actions, like everything about them, and you see the goods and the bads. And more often than not, in his movies,
Is the bad.
the bads outweigh the goods, but they're doing the
Right.
bad to get.
I am
they're-
terrible at this game. I just died
They're great.
immediately.
They're absolutely great. But anyway, that's Comic-Con. What else did they show?
Let's focus really quick on back on Suicide Squad because it is coming out next week.
Looks
We're
great.
going to the premiere. It's next Thursday, August 4th, I guess.
4th
It
is the
comes out on the
midnight.
5th, and we're
Yeah.
going to see
Yeah.
the midnight premiere, which these days, the midnight premiere is no longer at midnight. You see it at 8 o'clock, but we're
Yeah,
going to try
exactly.
to, I guess we'll try to shoot for like a 10 o'clock.
Yeah, because I got out of work at around 9.
So we're going to see it. I mean, Troy hasn't talked a lot. Sorry, Troy. We wanted you to talk. What are you looking forward to most with Suicide Squad?
Joker.
We talked a little bit about Harley Quinn. I mean, what are your thoughts on it?
I just want to see how well they do Harley, because I mean Harley is a very stable member of the Suicide Squad,
Absolutely.
and I'm been turning into a big fan of Harley.
Well, you've read the comics, right? You've had the first 3 graphic novels, I believe.
Yeah, of the series that's going on now.
I mean, she's a
I
great
haven't
character.
read the old ones where she had the full clown outfit
Right.
on and everything.
That's my least favorite
But
outfit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
me
mean,
too.
I'm liking the Harley
It's
that
classics,
they're doing now.
I like it, but
where-
I respect
Where
it,
she's
but I don't
always
like
got
it.
like the twin ponytails going on
Yeah.
and all that.
I like seeing her blonde side. That's why I like
Yeah.
the movie. They have her blonde mixed with the red and blue, and I like that. I think that's
Yeah.
really cool. I don't know. Samantha would disagree. She doesn't like the Suicide Squad outfit.
I love it, man.
I don't
You
like-
know what? They changed her in the comics, and they made a joke about it. Someone's like, "Oh, you look so cinematic."
Yeah, that's cool.
So I mean, it was cool that they put fun of it. I like it though. I like at least the hairstyle.
I think the entirety of the costume is awesome. I like her tattoos more than I like. Well, that's not true. I like Leto's. I just don't like the damage.
Right.
That's the only one I don't like. All the others, I've claimed from the beginning. I've loved. I thought they were all great. I liked the design.
Right.
I just don't care for the damage.
Yeah, it's pretty dumb. But back to Troy. What do you think about? I mean, do you think Margot Robbie's going to nail this role?
I
You
think
think
she
she's
will.
capable?
From what I've seen in the trailer, she's pulling Harley off pretty well.
I've liked all the trailers with her. I've heard complaints, but I honestly like every part I've seen with her. She does it pretty well.
Yeah, I don't think she's done anything wrong.
I
Exactly.
haven't-
Absolutely. I agree
I
with that.
haven't heard complaints about her acting.
I've heard some.
All
Yeah,
I've heard
quite a few.
is just the outfit complaints.
Yeah, I've heard the outfit complaint, but I've heard like acting. They're like, I don't know, Have you seen Wolf of Wall Street, Troy?
No.
Might not be your movie. It's super adult. There's a lot of drugs and sex. It's not exactly Troy's type of movie.
Yeah.
Which is fair. Everyone has their opinions. But she does do a great job with that movie. I mean, she really does. And as she's not a classically trained actress, but she
was a model, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was a model. But honestly, you might, if you watch Wolf of Wall Street, like she honestly seems like I wouldn't say classically trained, but she seems like she has experience in it where she does it, and it's impressive to me to have someone who completely isn't super used to the industry, but does it very well, and that's why I have faith in her. I mean, she killed it in that movie. I haven't seen anything else she's in. Again, she was in what's that movie with crap? They made The Big Short.
Yeah.
She had a little moment in that, and it was hilarious. I mean, it was
Haven't seen it
Coming-
yet.
It's a
I
good
want
movie,
to.
but
Coming from a perspective that hasn't seen her in any movie, to me, if since I haven't seen her in any other movie, I would have thought she was already a professional actress. Already.
right. I mean, she is now, obviously. I mean, she's in
Yeah.
a few movies, and she's doing well.
I
But
didn't think that she was like a model before or anything. You think she was just an actress
Right,
that's been in
exactly.
a lot of movies.
and she, I mean, I have faith in her, and I think the movie's going to be awesome. And like we said before, my biggest thing I love about this movie is we don't know what's going on.
Yep.
They've showed so many trailers that
We
have
don't
shown
know who the
so
villain is.
much. We don't know what's going on. We don't know where the Joker's coming in at. We don't know how they got to prison. I mean, there's so much we don't know, and they've shown so much. That is, to me, great trailer making. I mean, compared to Batman vs. Superman, where they showed us the whole movie in the trailers. We already knew what was going to happen. They've shown us nothing in this movie, and it still looks awesome. I was so excited from the first trailer, and I still am.
My theory with Joker is that he's gonna be doing side things like like we've seen a glimpse of the villain that's like turning everything into this weird glowing green goo stuff, looking like everything's melting.
But we don't know that the Joker's not related to it.
True.
He
could have
might,
something to do
but
with
to
it.
me, I think he's just gonna like pop up and try to get in their way just for the heck of it, because that's how Joker always is.
I think, honestly, my opinion is he might not have a huge influence on the main story, but he's mostly flashbacks.
Well, something else we haven't mentioned: Batman is in Suicide Squad.
Yes. He is.
And I'm thinking
Yes.
since you saw Joker and Harley in a vehicle together, and I think they were being chased by Batman.
Yes.
I think
that's what it looks
I
like.
think
That's an
Joker.
origin.
Right. I think that's a
I think it's
flashback.
Harley Quinn's origin.
Right. And I think we're going to get that, which is cool. I'm okay
Yeah, I'm
with
down.
that. A short little origin, put it in, like, no more than 10 minutes, but...
And I'm thinking maybe this is also because he's trying to get Harley back, because in one of the trailers
I don't disagree with that.
when you hear Joker laugh, Harley goes, "Uh-oh,"
Yeah.
and all that, which
Okay.
makes me lead that it's at the point where Harley's broken off from Joker because Joker got too rough with her and everything, and she realized it.
He will just
And then-
completely not care about her sometimes.
And then because of that, she easily
he's
got
threatened her
captured.
multiple times.
Oh, yeah.
Like
And
to the
then
point
put
of
him.
death.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. I mean, he leaves her to Batman all the time. I mean, just handle it. You know, I'm using you as a pawn. You deal with it, basically.
And because of that, she got easily captured and put in the Suicide Squad.
Right.
And now I
you
bet.
also see her like falling into the vat and Batman pulling her out of the vat.
Yeah,
but
it's
again,
gonna
I don't
show-
think that has to do with the story of Suicide Squad.
Yeah, it's going to
It's
show
just
her origin a little bit.
Right.
Yeah. I'm excited for Captain Boomerang.
But, yeah,
She's-
she looks cool, man.
He looks
Yeah.
like
Better than the guy, and he was great, but the guy they had, what was it, Flash that they had him on?
yeah, who
Yeah.
was just like a bird.
Right, it was just
this
a little
guy's like
episode. He was great. That
yeah,
guy
he was
great.
cool, but
this
he's
guy
not-
like is the
he's
character.
funny, he
man.
just doesn't care.
Yeah.
He's got the mutton chops.
Oh, yeah.
And they did release a little trailer, which I'm gonna go ahead and do a call out right now. What I think is gonna happen. Slipknot is gonna be the one who tests it and gets his head blown off
Okay.
easily.
Wait, who's Slipknot?
Exactly.
Fair enough.
This sounds
The-
bad, but I
the
really don't
band?
care. He's the Native American looking dude.
Wait, the fire guy?
No, that's
that is a
Alan
Stan.
Fierro. He's
He
the guy
sticks
who
around in the comics.
in the second or third trailer, Captain Boomerang comes out of the body bag, starts swinging, and you see another dude like hit a dude with a gun,
Okay.
and he also
think I
shoots like a grappling hook and then flies up.
Okay.
That guy's gone.
Okay.
He doesn't have a
Fair
pop figure.
They gotta have a
He's
guy who's-
irrelevant. Yeah, they gotta be the guy to be like, look, you don't do it, you're dead.
Yeah,
He's
they
not
gotta have
in
a guy.
any of the later
Okay.
shots.
You're
On
probably right.
He's gone.
But you know what? All our speculations, what I love about this movie is we have no idea.
About the story, we can tell things that happened, but
Maybe.
we don't know.
But still, it's kind of maybe. I mean,
I
you're probably
would
right with
drop
this one.
$30 right now saying Slipknot
No.
is dead.
I'm not going to bet that because it
He's
sounds right.
gonna die.
On the Angry Joe show, they're saying that it's Second Joe's lookalike.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he's gone, man. He didn't have a pop figure. He didn't have nothing, and his power is I'm good with ropes.
Is
He's
Angry
gone.
Joe excited about
Is
Suicide
he
Squad?
is he supposed to be part of Suicide Squad,
Yeah.
or is he one of
Well,
the
that-
No,
soldiers?
Comics?
He
Or maybe some.
no.
I've only read New 52, Suicide Squad, and a little bit of the
I read
second
like the
series,
first
the new
4
Suicide Squad.
books, like graphic novel ones.
Right.
The ones
I
that
read
were
the
Harley
first
Quinn.
three.
I stopped reading when Black Manta
But
got introduced.
okay, and
Yeah.
that might happen in the new Suicide Squad, which they do as a part of New 52.
Yeah.
And of course, now it's all restarted
I
again.
read it
Thank you,
was-
DC, for restarting everything again. We
Every
needed
2.5
that,
months.
right?
I read it was Harley Quinn, Inferno, King Shark.
I wish King Shark was in this movie. They replaced him with
Killer Croc.
Killer
Totally
Croc.
okay with it.
Yeah,
he looks
Killer
sick.
Croc- yeah, he
I'm
did look
okay
good.
with it.
But a Killer Shark would have been awesome.
Yeah.
They did it in Flash, and I'm okay with that.
He was
either.
great. That was the best
Dude,
scene in like
it
any
is-
Flash
Well,
episode.
did you see the episode that was all about him?
No,
He was the bad guy. That was my favorite episode of season
I've
2.
totally missed
was-
so much of
Yeah.
Black Arrow. I'm so behind.
Alright, so next
Better or
movie.
worse. Let's move on. Well, let's talk a little bit about. They have announced it. Captain Marvel.
I'm down. Brie Larson. That's all they've
Totally
announced.
down. Totally
Yeah.
down.
My original thing was
Well, they
Ronda
announced the
Rousey.
director. Do you know the director?
I don't remember
I
her
should have
name.
looked it
or
up.
His name
We
or
are
her name.
so
Whatever.
working bad right now. It's all right. They did say they were going to have a female director.
I figured
Which
as
I'm
much.
cool with that. I mean,
Brie Larson, totally fine. I
Great
don't,
actress.
I've never seen her in something I didn't like.
right.
Ever. I haven't seen The Room.
Room is amazing, and she won an Academy Award for it,
Exactly.
and she deserved it.
My original goal was Ronda Rousey, but in my
Right.
heart of hearts, I knew
Right.
she's not an actress.
They
or
weren't
actor
an
or
actress.
Whatever.
Right.
And that's fine. I knew it wasn't going to happen. I would rather see a short film with Ronda Rousey as Captain Marvel than a
Right.
full-length film.
Fair enough.
Brie
My
Larson,
biggest thing, and I was talking about it earlier tonight, I want to see Brie Larson bulk up. She doesn't have to be like crazy,
like
macho, like
average
Just-
female military.
Right, just kind of
Yes,
fit.
yes.
Like and like we said, Captain Marvel isn't like huge bulk.
My biggest
I wanna
concern is
see
she's
her in-
short.
She is short.
That's my only thing because
How-
she is as tall, if not taller, than Tony Stark.
But obviously, we know that they can change that. Too.
Yeah.
So that's
But
not. I mean, Tom Cruise's whole career
He's
depends on that.
5'5".
Yeah, his whole
5'6".
career depends on their
So
ability
is
to.
Stallone. I'm taller than
Yeah.
Stallone, and I'm not a tall guy. But
I mean, the whole Lord of the Rings movies,
I don't care who plays Captain Marvel as long as they make her character appropriate.
Right.
Because she is one of the coolest, best, most feminist characters out. She is awesome, and she holds her own against the
Right.
likes of Marvel's top.
Right.
Character.
She's a top tier
She
character.
goes
We
against.
want that.
Well,
We
not
want to see
necessarily
that.
against, but she has the power to go against Captain America, Iron Man,
Right.
everybody.
She can hold her
She
own.
is
And then
awesome.
some. Oh God, I got Batman again. I'm gonna lose in 2 seconds.
And that's what I want to see, and I feel like that's what they're going for.
And I
They
think
didn't
Brie
show
Larson
any
can
footage.
deliver. I think,
Yeah. Yeah.
the only thing is, let's just get in shape, Brie. That's
Yeah.
all we ask for.
The
It's
only
not that
thing-
she's
well,
not in shape.
The
I mean,
only
I'm sure
thing
she
I
works
can
out.
remember
I just
seeing
want to see
her
a
in
little
is
muscle.
21 Jump Street.
She was great in that. I originally
And she's
saw
got the
her,
comedic talk. For me,
Right.
that's one of the other things.
Right.
Captain Marvel is funny.
If it's a Marvel movie in general.
She is, even in her comics, she is funny.
Well, she was in a dramedy, if you will, United States of Terror. That's the first time I saw her.
She was the
I've never
air stewardess,
She
or
was-
whatever you want to call them. She was the daughter of her that went to
Right.
to do the air. What do you want to call them? Stewardesses.
I don't know.
She went down the airplane with the food cart. That was her job in the United
yeah.
States of Terror.
Yeah, at some point.
Stewardess.
It wasn't like season 1. But
No,
yeah.
that was what
Right,
she went
right.
on to
She
do.
was- but she was great in that show. That's the first time I saw her, and
Probably the first time I saw her, I didn't know it was her.
right.
But, yeah.
And she did great in that show. And you know what?
I still
Again,
like
we
that
have
show.
we have a hot chick who is not overly sexy type of they're not like. With Brie Larson, they're not going to be like, oh, she's super sexy, and they're going to have to dress her up. They don't have to continually like, oh, she's super sexy, she's sexy.
That's not Captain Marvel's thing.
Right,
And
exactly.
She is just a
She can
badass.
show up in a suit and be ready to kick ass.
And
do
I
her
want to
job.
see. I want
And
to
you're
see
still
that
gonna-
suit.
It's like
with the red and blue, with the star and the sash.
It's like
I
Rey from
love-
Star Wars.
Yeah.
Shows the least skin of any movie. You still are in love with her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
She's
I think,
awesome.
I think Brie
She's-
Larson can do that same thing with Captain Marvel.
And she's got the
Easily.
comedic timing. The only thing I
Absolutely.
don't know is the action. That's
Right.
the only
It
concern.
remains to be seen, and hopefully it'll work well. And
Because I love.
I would
Captain
love
Marvel.
to see her do some of her own stunts. That would be cool.
Yeah.
You know.
If not, and it's edited well,
Right, it's not
whatever.
the end of the world.
But all right, so let's move on from Captain Marvel
Absolutely, we're
because
excited,
there was
but-
no footage. The only thing that was
Right, we
said
have
was
nothing.
who was casted.
right.
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2,
Hey!
there was footage shown.
I did not see it. I've not seen it.
No one can see it
Okay.
unless you were there. Looks great, sounds great. We know who Kurt Russell is. If you don't know who Kurt Russell is,
Of course I
you know who's in the movie?
No. I did not.
Yeah, Kurt Russell is in the movie.
That's awesome.
I'm not going to say who he is if you don't know. I'm not going to do any of that. And it's not I don't know, it's hard to explain. It's not a spoiler who he is, but how he is who he is. I'm excited for that because Kurt Russell
So
is
confusing right now.
awesome. There's a lot of stuff. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. Kurt Russell is awesome. He's in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
All right.
If you pay attention to it, you know they've openly said who
Have
he
you
is.
have you seen? And I'm going to play this to our podcast because if you don't know, we had a podcast in the past. We're starting a new one. Have you seen the video of Chris Pratt? And he's like, "A lot of you know me. I'm Chris Pratt. You might know me as Star-Lord. It's just a little video he took at Comic-Con, and he posted it. He's like, "We're getting the band back together." And I was like, "Yes!"
Yeah, I think I've seen that one. Yeah.
And I was like, we are right now getting the band back together. We're getting the podcast back together.
Exactly.
Not to say we're anything as amazing as Chris Pratt, because few are.
This one is spoilery. Groot is now Baby Groot.
The whole movie.
They haven't said whether it's the whole movie.
Probably not.
That's how
But
it
the
starts.
beginning. Okay, I'm cool with that.
And from what I've heard, he is a baby. He is not the same Groot.
Right.
He is
He's
like a start
kind
over.
of a new. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Which is awesome. Yondu is also part of the Guardians now. He's not a Ravager. He is a part of the Guardians. In the clip that I've heard of. What else did they announce? Justice League.
Yeah, we have very mixed feelings about this.
I don't want to call it a
Only
trailer.
one in America who loves this trailer right now.
No, not true. I've shown it. Everyone I've shown it to thought it was awesome.
Oh,
But
wow. Who have you shown it to? Like
It's
3?
not a trailer. It is a trailer, but it's not a trailer.
Right, fair
In
enough.
the same way
I'm
that
not
the first
taking
Either
it
way,
seriously.
though, it was a little disappointing.
I
Absolutely
don't
agree with Troy.
I don't agree. I think
Little disappointing. The only thing I disagree is it was majorly disappointing. For me.
I'm not hyped up for Justice League right now.
Okay,
They
first
showed the
point.
tone
Icky
shift.
Thump was not a good choice. It
I
did
loved
not work. I
loved
love
it.
that song.
Loved it.
I'm a decent fan of the White Stripes. Have been for a while. Was not a good choice for that.
thought
trailer.
it was perfect. If they had
Killed
vocals, I would agree with you. But because it wasn't vocals, I absolutely
It just
disagree.
did not work for
I
me.
loved it.
Did not work for me. Not for Justice League.
The point of that trailer, and I feel like they conveyed this point well enough, was the shift of tone. It's much lighter.
Yeah, let's be
The
a Marvel
action's
movie. Let's
still-
be a Marvel movie, guys.
They don't have a choice. I
They
feel
don't
like
have a choice. Suicide Squad is not being a Marvel movie. It's
it's
being its own
Guardians of the
thing.
Galaxy.
I mean, yeah, I agree to a
it's
certain
Guardians.
extent. I think it's going to become its own thing. I really
In
do.
the same way that I think Justice League will.
And I hope so. And I hope for that.
I don't see any difference from Guardians of the Galaxy and Suicide Squad and Justice League and the Avengers. I don't see a difference between like how they're trying to be like one another.
I mean, I think Suicide Squad's honestly going to become a whole new genre of superhero movies, supervillain movies. I think we could. And here's the thing.
But they're not superheroes
Here's
because
the
they're doing
thing.
the right thing.
If Suicide Squad does well, if it does really well, and I
People
hope
already
that
did
it
it.
does, and nothing else does in the DC universe, they might feel compelled to switch to villain movies, and that would be awesome.
They're not going to do that. They
I
will
wouldn't
not
say
make a DC
People said
cinematic
Trump wouldn't
universe.
be nominated, my friend, and not that I like that he
Those
was.
are very different
These
things.
are totally different things.
They're not going to make a DC cinematic universe centered around villains. They're
I
not
don't
gonna
think.
do
I'm
that.
not saying
I think the Justice
centered
League,
necessarily.
the Justice League footage showed a change of tone, but still keeping what
I think
was good.
Suicide Squad showed us change of tone and created its own thing, and I don't think it's entirely Guardians of the Galaxy.
It's not entirely, but it's the same
It's
idea.
a little darker.
You get characters that people know nothing about except for one character,
Two,
Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn and Joker.
Okay.
Obviously, he's bigger than her.
So you're right. They take less than Guardians because Guardians had characters no one knew about, and they had two characters that people did know about and pushed in a whole bunch of
I
other
mean, you
ones.
can't just compare movies just based on the knowability.
But
of them.
you said Justice League is trying to be a Marvel movie.
The comedy came off as a bad attempt.
I don't agree. There was like two comedy moments.
No, the whole thing with it. You had the Flash scene. You had the
That's one.
the all of them together scene. You had the Aquaman.
That wasn't
scene.
comedy.
It was
Cyborg
trying
saying,
to be.
"I didn't think you exist.
That
I
was
exist when
comedy.
it matters." No, that's
That was
No.
quote unquote comedy.
No,
Oh,
I
yes,
exist
it
when it
was.
matters. That's
And
Batman, like to a T.
And the last thing in that trailer where Batman's like, Arctic Curry, I hear you talk to fish.
That was the only part I
That was
didn't like.
stupid.
No, I loved it. The
What?
only thing I didn't like was I felt like that was a time for them to show a giant shark or a whale or something like that. Him doing
Yeah.
something with that, and they didn't.
My biggest
That
problem
was
with
what
it
I
is
did.
there was no action. There was none.
There was the thing where Bruce
Flash
Wayne
did
threw
the
that.
little. Oh my god! Come on, we've seen that on Flash the show. Let's see a new.
Well, it's much better developed and better quality.
Barely, honestly.
Still better than doesn't matter whether it's fairly.
By like
But
2%.
that was the scene. That wasn't an action scene, like you said.
Exactly.
That was him doing one thing.
It's Justice League. I want to see a little action. I mean, Christ.
That wasn't. But that's the thing. Is that's not the trailer. That is, hey, we're working on this. See how different it is from the last one we did that everyone said was garbage.
It remains to see. Obviously, I will see this movie premiere night. I mean, there's no doubt about it. I
suck
at this game.
I hope it's going to be good.
Right.
I really, really do.
But
and
I
think
much
that
more
trailer was.
But okay, moving on. Another trailer we saw that looked awesome was Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
That trailer was amazing.
Yeah.
It looks so good.
But I don't have any specifics. Like, the only specific shot that I can think of is when she smacks the mortar with the shield.
I'm not asking for specifics of the trailer.
I mean,
I didn't mind that Justice League didn't get specific.
because
Looks a lot like First Avenger.
Fair enough.
Because of Batman v Superman failing, I was worried
fail.
about.
Still made money.
Well,
Yeah, but
barely,
it failed
broke
in
even.
like.
It barely broke
That's
even.
fine. But it wasn't a fail.
But
it wasn't as good
anyway,
as it could be, which one of my main arguments about the movie. It didn't fail. It was okay. It was fine.
but anyway, due to that, I was worried about Wonder Woman not being good. But after this, I am now solid that Wonder Woman is going to.
I had no word. Batman v
She was
Superman,
the best part.
The two best parts were Batman's action scenes and Wonder Woman.
Yeah, agreed.
They were
Yeah.
the
agree
best.
with that.
And but this trailer, like I saw it and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna watch that. It looks awesome. It looks like a more action-oriented Captain America: The First Avenger, like to the point where she smacks a mortar with her what? Her what?
Shield. Yeah. No, fair
Well,
enough.
that's because that's part of her arms. She always had the sword and shield, and just because it's set in the World War II, World War One era,
Which actually
it's looking like
interesting.
Captain America: First Avenger.
It's interesting, but I don't know.
But I think that's kind of cool because we never hardly seen Wonder Woman in the past wars.
Right. I think we're gonna get a better movie than Captain America 1.
I absolutely agree.
I
But
think
in the
we
same vein that you guys said Justice League was trying to be a Marvel movie,
Captain and Wonder Woman. I agree with that. It is.
it's the same.
But I think they're going to improve upon it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, Captain America: First Avenger wasn't great.
It wasn't great. It was about as good as Batman Superman. I compare them.
Yeah.
As far as good movie, they're about the same. I give them about 5 to 6.
They're worth
out
a
of 10.
watch.
Right.
If you don't like
Watch
it, you don't like it. If you like it, great.
They're
That's
both great introductions to a cool universe.
Yep.
And Batman Superman does serve its purpose. From what I understand, you might want to watch the director's cut with Batman
Haven't seen
Superman.
it yet. I bought it.
Me either.
Haven't watched it
I
yet.
have heard that it explains a lot of unanswered questions and it makes it a lot better. It's not like an amazing movie.
But I've
but
also heard that if you don't like it because you don't want to like it, you're still not going to
Well,
like it.
I think I like it a little.
Well, I'm not saying you personally, but if you went into the movie not wanting to like it, you're still
I did not
gonna-
go see Batman Superman because I didn't want to like it.
Fair enough.
I mean, honestly, I heard the reviews and I'm like, I really try to keep an open mind.
I did
Obviously,
too. I was like, I'm
going-
going to hate it. And I
you're
not
going-
loved it, but I enjoyed
You're
it.
going to be influenced by those views, but I did not hate it. I just did not think it was great. Like I said,
We have got to do a BVS podcast.
just a whole
Specifically,
podcast. We
who
can do
knows
that.
how long it's going to
We
be,
know we can go for
but we're
hours
going
on that.
to do it.
So we won't dwell deep into
Yes.
that.
But I will bring up when points are made that something looks similar to something else.
That's fair.
So I think Wonder Woman looks like a more action-oriented Captain America
And
than First
I
Avenger.
absolutely agree with that. But I think they're going to learn from that movie and they're going to do it a little better.
Yeah, no, I'll agree with that.
And I
But
think Gal Gadot
I think the same thing
is,
with Justice League.
I think Gal Gadot so far has proven herself as a
Yep.
great cast.
But everything
They
you're
cast
saying about
her
Wonder Woman,
well.
and with Captain America, I 100%
Yeah,
agree
yeah.
with Justice League.
Yeah. Okay.
And I just
Same exact
love
thing.
that there's a strong feminist heroine finally coming in.
You know what
To the
is so
floor.
great about that?
Which is something Marvel has not done.
Right, absolutely. I mean, you don't want a Black Widow movie. I do, but that's another point.
It really wouldn't be that good.
And I think it could be good, but that's another point.
Because then it would just be James Bond with red hair.
The bottom line is, with my job, I work with a lot of families. I make balloons for kids and everything. I do a lot of superhero stuff, and I need to learn something Wonder Woman because I'm seeing more and more Girls with Wonder Woman T-shirts and
Headbands.
headbands. It's awesome. though.
Learn to make the headband.
Every gender, every race, every person needs a superhero they can look up to. And here's why. Because superheroes really teach us right and wrong. To me, so well in pop culture.
I don't think they teach you right from wrong.
They help us
They give you an
understand it.
example
Right.
of
Right.
yeah.
And I think even kids understand to the point why, like, maybe not everything they do is right.
Some, yeah.
You know, I mean, obviously, you're going to have different people.
Well, all right.
It's just great to see girls to have something like Spider-Man now. You know what I mean?
Spider-Man. I absolutely agree.
Well, not just Spider-Man. I'm just saying they now have Wonder Woman, and they're making a Wonder Woman movie. They have their Batman.
Yeah.
And they're still going to love Batman. I still got girls that ask for Batman or ask for Spider-Man, but now they have Wonder Woman, and it's great to see that.
And that's awesome. But like when you put it into you know life lessons or whatever, my two favorite superheroes, well, one's not really super of all time, are Punisher and Captain America. They both
so
believe,
different from each other.
They both believe in the exact same thing.
Explain.
Except one's going to slaughter the bad guys so they don't keep happening. For all right, the biggest, and it's my favorite Punisher arc is it's in Civil War and it's in the Punisher Max series. Captain America was made a super soldier and fought during World War II, which is one of the most romanticized wars in the history of ever.
Absolutely.
Frank Castle served in Vietnam. Not so much.
Not so really.
At all.
Right.
It was slaughter. It was disgusting and gross. Punisher will not fight Captain America because he is his role model.
Okay.
But they served in different times, different eras, were taught different things. And the Captain America will fight and beat the crap out of anybody. If Punisher hurts someone that he thinks didn't deserve it, every time it's like he's about to put a bullet in his head. And enemies have used that to advantage to him.
Yeah,
where they set up a dead child, and when he guns down someplace, he thinks he killed her, and he's about to put himself out, and then somebody comes up, Deus Ex Machina, and just like,
hey,
you didn't do this.
Didn't do it.
And then he double down, slaughters whoever.
Right.
But he will not, as far as his knowledge,
Doesn't kill innocent.
who doesn't deserve it. And I don't mean deserve, like, if you jaywalk, he's not going to gun you down.
Right.
But
If
the
you're
second
selling
you
meth to
hard,
kids,
you're dead.
Right.
You are dead.
Yeah.
It's just that
and it's the same idea, just extreme.
it's just that Captain America believes we gotta save the villains to give them a second chance.
Punisher's
Frank
like, nope.
Frank is just like they're
You
never
did that.
gonna change.
Well,
they just need to die.
Exactly. So in the Civil War comic, Punisher saves Spider-Man when Spider-Man leaves Tony's side and saved. Spider-Man was about to die.
Damn.
And he dropped the two guys that were fighting him, picked up Spider-Man, brought him back to
So I
Cap's
wish we
base.
could have had that in the movie. That would've
It's
been
too
cool.
much.
Yeah.
It's too much.
They already
It's way
had
too much.
so much.
All right. So he brings
But that
him
would
back.
have been cool, you gotta admit.
It absolutely would have been. I would have loved to see. Well, and did you hear what Kevin Feige said about Punisher and Winter Soldier?
No.
He's in it. So there's two times where this happens. There's a yellow Penske truck that saves Nick Fury by taking out two of the corrupt Hydra cops. And when Winter Soldier pulls the dude out of the car and throws him into the other side of the street, and the yellow truck hits him, that's Punisher. Nick Fury calls Punisher to kill those guys. That was what Kevin Feige said. It's not
Right.
100%
It's not
canon,
necessarily
but it's
canon.
like, yeah, that was him, and
It's
everyone who
canon
likes it is
enough.
like, oh, yeah.
Totally. I can
But so in the Civil War, he saves Spider-Man. He brings them back to Cap's base, and they're all talking, and then two villains come in. And they're all talking, we're going to join your side. We're going to do this. And in the middle of them talking, Punisher shoots them both in the head. Kills them instantly. And Cap freaks out. He's like, what are you doing? And he's like, no, they've murdered people. They've hurt people. They've robbed. They've raped. They've done all this. Not going to happen again. And Cap grabs him with super soldier strength and starts pummeling him.
Dang.
And the whole time, Cap was like, fight me back, you bastard. Like, fight me. And he's like, no, I'll take any... And even with, like, his eyes swollen, everything screwed, he said, I will fight anyone in this room. I will not fight you. And Cap, like, it takes him a second, and you see, like, the shock on his face. And he just tells Castle, get the hell out of here. I don't ever want to see you again.
Dang.
And he leaves. Okay. And
No
leaves.
problem.
He takes orders from his commanding officer, Captain America. Like, that, they're my favorite because they're so different but so alike. their
Right.
methods are.
They should do a whole comic series
Oh.
like Captain America Punisher. That'd be
I
awesome.
love it. I love it. They're so cool.
Pitch it. Let's pitch it to Marvel. Marvel, listen to us.
Yeah, Captain Punisher.
We'll write it. Me and Corey, we're down.
It would be Cap
I
trying to
still-
save
I s-
everybody and him
I
trying to like
still
stab
want to
everyone
write
around the
a
shield.
comic book series with you.
Yeah,
We'll
no, I
talk
love
about
it.
this
I
stuff
love
really
it.
Fast. One day you might see
Indeed.
it.
So what else at Comic Con was announced? Injustice 2. They
Injustice
showed
2 looks
Wonder
amazing.
Woman, who looks awesome. I don't know what their issue is. They can't do character models. Wonder Woman and Supergirl looks better. Wonder Woman still looks like a man.
Yeah.
And you look at her, she still does.
Yeah.
And it sucks. But
Yeah.
her moves look great. She looks awesome as a fighting character. And Blue Beetle looks awesome. Again, with
I
the
haven't seen
facial
Blue
design.
Beetle yet. Yeah.
Oh,
facial
Blue
design
Beetle's
is-
going to
is-
be in
is
it?
Yeah,
weird.
man.
Well, there's 32 characters, and one thing that I liked is they shortened all the super moves, so they do the same damage, and they're awesome. Superman super move, awesome. They took it right out of the movie. The best part, so like he's flying up and he punches the guy, and they go sailing, and then he zooms up next to him, punches again, and like look, Man of Steel when he fights Zod, it's that same idea. And then he hits him, and then he flies to the other side, holds his hand out, and grabs him by the throat as they
Nice.
like land into it. But they're all shortened by like 15, 20 seconds.
Yeah.
And then all the screen transitions are also
It's better for tournaments.
well, right. And when you're playing it, when you play like the first like 20 hours, you're like, oh, these are all really cool.
Right, but
but
they-
after more than that, you're like, all right.
Well, you gotta sit back and make some
yeah,
popcorn.
yeah, yeah.
And I love that they added Atrocitus, and he's got
yeah.
Death Star as like
Yeah,
his
he's got
yeah,
the what's his name? Is it
Death Star,
Death Star? All right. So who's
Death
Bricks?
Star.
Who's Bricks or whatever? Is that the girl with the death wings?
No,
Who's what's her
God,
name?
I can't remember her name.
There's
right
somebody that
at
has
this
like
moment.
B, an X, and a T in their name.
It may be the ball-looking guy.
Okay, but yeah, is Daxstar?
Death Star.
Dexstar. Yeah, the cat. He's
Yeah.
kind of like Zod does in Ultimate Edition. But when he, like Zod in the other one, he can send the demon, he would claw you, and then he can combo you.
Yeah.
What it looks like is when he sends Drex.
Or it's
Drexstar?
kind of like how Batman gets those like remote
Yeah.
batarang
But
things.
but it looked
and
like
sends
when
it.
he did it, Atrocitus turned and went like, oh. So he can't keep hitting you while he does it. He does it, and you're just taking it. The only thing I don't like is Atrocitus is not blue. He's red. His skin is red. I don't like that. I like the blue with the red because the good contrast.
But his skin is always red.
No, he's blue. He's originally blue. Atrocitus is blue with the red armor.
Well, in the new 52 series, he's red.
Oh, okay.
They're
Well,
gonna go after
fair,
New 52.
fair enough.
That's-
Fair enough. I just don't
DC
like the.
mandates it.
Speaking of which, this is where I think Rorschach is going to be in.
And it kind of
Yeah,
makes more
the red.
sense because his home planet, most of it is red.
It's the color contrast.
Yeah.
I'm okay with him being red, but I just don't like the it's red on red on red. I like the blue with the red on top.
Right.
Like,
Well,
it just
yeah.
aesthetically looks
Right.
better.
Fair enough.
But-
This is my input in Injustice. Let's move on after this. Or, well, I mean, if you have more, that's
Yeah.
fine. I want to see Constantine. That'd be great. Even if he's DLC, I'm cool with it.
I want to see Swamp Thing.
We had Swamp King. That'd be amazing. But we had Zatanna in the first Injustice. We did not have Constantine. You know me. I love Constantine. He's an amazing
Yep.
character. Can we please give? Have
I'm
Zatanna
pretty
too.
sure-
Bring
I'm
back
pretty sure
Zatanna.
he's going to
I'm
be
cool
in
with
it because he's in the second half of the Injustice
Have you
comic
seen
as a
that?
main
Oh,
character.
another Comic Con. This is a great transition. They're coming out with the Justice League Dark movie.
Yes.
Troy originally told me, you told me new Justice League movie. You did not tell me it was Justice League Dark.
Well, there's been rumors going around for a while where it's Ewan McGregor and Colin Farrell between Constantine and Etrigan.
Well, I
Is it?
didn't know
Yeah.
this was happening.
Oh, yeah.
They're doing a
No,
Justice
the-
League
the
Dark
original-
animated movie.
Well, no, that's already been out. They're
Oh.
originally going to do a live action.
Oh, damn.
And
I thought you was
uh,
talking about
Is
live
that
action.
happening? We don't know.
I
Maybe one day.
probably not
But
because
you know what? If Suicide Squad does well,
the director
Maybe.
they had originally for Justice League Dark, as of right now, I don't believe he's doing it anymore. It was Guillermo del Toro, who is one of my favorite directors ever. He did
Oh, yeah.
Hellboy, Pan's Labyrinth, Pacific Rim, all
Oh,
that. And the original thing was, so Etrigan is Brother Blood. And if you've ever seen Etrigan, he's not a mainstay, but he's a big demon-looking dude in a red suit with yellow skin. and anytime you hear him talk,
Oh,
it's
I
gonna
remember
rock.
that dude.
Right, but he's a normal human, and then when he needs, kind of like the Hulk, except he has more control over it. And then there was Constantine. Colin Farrell and Ewan McGregor, Obi-Wan Kenobi, were in talks for both.
Ooh.
So one of them was going to be one, the other was going to be the other.
I feel like
Personally, want Ewan McGregor to be a better Constantine.
Yeah. But
Personally.
they both do it great.
Yeah, but I like Ewan
mean,
McGregor a lot more.
we-
But they're
we
also
all
doing
do.
Train Spotting 2
Can we please? Yeah.
with all the original
Yeah.
cast.
I know. I saw that. I
Yeah.
haven't seen the original movie yet.
That would be
Yeah.
so great because Ian McGregor was so good at joking around and stuff, and
Can we get
Constantine
a
likes to
freaking
joke.
Obi-Wan movie, by
It's
the way?
probably
Star
gonna
Wars?
happen.
Yes.
Please have
It's-
a Ian
so we
McGregor
got-
age.
So we got Rogue One.
Between 3 and 4
Episode-
They've
So we
done
got-
it in the comics. They've done it, and it's
Rogue
amazing.
One is coming out next. And then Episode 8, which I've seen images that have been deleted since. The title, I believe, is going to be The Fall of the Resistance.
I've heard that, yes.
And then the one in between 8 and 9
Han
is
Solo.
the Han Solo.
Have they casted that yet?
Yes.
Who is it?
Yeah, nobody that I think we would know.
Really? Because
It looks the part. It's not bad.
It was. They had 2 short lists, and one of them.
Well, they had 2,000 actors.
Right. One of the short lists had the guy from what was the movie? The James Bond silly movie. It was great though. The Kingsman. The kid from the Kingsman.
It was him. It also had Dave Franco.
Dave Franco and
Zac Efron.
and then
They had like everybody.
and then they had also Miles Teller.
Yeah. Anyone
I guess
who's
none
not
of them got
quite
it.
30 was
Right.
auditioned for
And
it.
I guess none of them got it.
Right.
I
It
was down with the guy from Kingsman. Honestly, he's
too short,
Yeah.
honestly.
But
it
again, they
sucks.
can make it. They can.
They can to an extent.
He's a cool actor, though.
No, he's fine,
I
but
was
they're
down
also
with
doing
Miles
Kingsman
Teller.
too.
I was okay. Right.
So
Right.
that's
That'll be awesome.
yeah. And then I think the last spin-off movie they're gonna do for this set of the last trilogy is going to be
Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan. Yeah.
I hope so.
I'm-
But if it's anyone but Ewan McGregor, I'm not watching it. I'll watch it. I will. But God,
It depends on when it starts making, when it comes out, because he's older now.
It needs exactly, but you have a perfect area for between 3 and 4, right before Luke. I mean, obviously, Luke is born. But
And then
right,
my second concern is
they've
how
done
are
it
they
in
going to
the
do the
comics. It's
lightsaber?
amazing.
How are they going to do the lightsaber fights? Because in 3 they have them going with all that
Right.
stupid crap, and then in 4 they have it to where it's like
Well, I mean, okay. In the comics, they make up for that when they've only done like 2 or 3, and I've only read 1. But
I want an
it's really
Obi-Wan
great.
with Darth Maul coming back after him.
That would be amazing.
That's what I
want. They did it in, which is possible, as we know from the cartoon series.
That's the only thing I
Well,
want.
did they kill him in the cartoon series? I can't. Again, I don't know. I know he comes
Him and his
back.
brother come back, and he's in Rebels, so
Okay,
he's still he's still
they
around.
could bring him back. But
And Thrawn, holy crap, Thrawn is canon. Do you know what Thrawn is?
no.
He's the only alien creature that is an officer in the Empire. He's the
He's a
blue
Sith.
guy.
Okay.
He's the blue guy who was like in
I
one
know
of the
him.
best stories ever written. He's now canon Star Wars
Interesting.
universe. He's starting with Rebels. He is and the way he identifies like how to beat other races, because the Empire's racist. They're the Nazi
Right.
regime.
Obviously.
They really are.
Yeah, they really are. It was meant that way.
He studies whatever society or whatever planet by their philosophy, their art, their music, their all of that,
Interesting.
and destroys them from the
Right.
inside.
Wow.
He is badass. Like Thrawn
we got
is
that guy.
incredible.
But-
I read a couple of books from the series that he's in,
Yeah.
and it's pretty damn
He's
good.
awesome. Like
But what they could do with Obi-Wan in the one comic I read, they really showed Obi-Wan's force capabilities. He
Yes.
took a whole group of Jabba's like men who were coming after Luke. He took all of
they
them
do the
out
same with
using,
Vader too, though.
using just force. And if we saw the movie, I don't even care if Obi-Wan never takes. Let's say we have a movie, Obi-Wan doesn't even take his lightsaber out. He's just
Yeah.
using force. It would be awesome.
Well, that's what like my
And
favorite.
Ewan McGregor could pull it off,
Oh, yeah.
man.
My favorite Star Wars like panel that I've seen from one of the comics is when Vader is by himself after he crash landed, and there's like 1,000, well maybe not 1,000, say 200
This is the
rebel
Vader
soldiers.
Down series, yeah.
And they're like, hands up, we have you surrounded. Can't you see that? And he's like, all I see is an army of dead men, and then just fucking unloads.
I haven't read it yet. I haven't
It's-
read Vader Down yet.
it's
I'm so behind in
sick.
the comics.
Like
but
he grabs a stormtrooper,
Right.
makes him take bullets, throws him down, and just slaughters.
That's amazing.
Like, he
Trouble.
goes nuts. I either want to see an Obi-Wan movie or the in-between of Obi-Wan and Anakin or / Darth Vader, like, fighting
Right.
in between.
Right.
I don't want their one fight to be in Revenge of the Sith and their last fight in
Yeah.
New Hope. I want
I
them
can
to,
dig that.
to run into each other
totally-
over and over.
Well,
But I
the
do want an
trouble
Obi-Wan
is,
movie.
in Star Wars history, when both him and Yoda go into exile, Obi-Wan really hides himself pretty well.
Oh, yeah.
And
Right.
that would be the bad thing about like an Obi-Wan movie set in that time, because
Darth Maul
he
hunts him
stays on Tatooine.
Yeah.
Well,
Darth Maul
But,
goes
I mean,
to Tatooine to hunt him down.
I could see Obi-Wan still going and doing undercover stuff, but
Yeah.
regardless, the comic does, the one I read, did keep him on Tatooine. I mean, we could have him doing stuff just on Tatooine and make a great movie. I mean, it's possible. Fighting just Jabba the Hutt's henchmen. I mean, that's totally
An
possible.
army of
And
bounty hunters? Oh,
And
yeah.
only
It'd
using
be
Force.
c-
I'm down with that. I mean,
It'd be
honestly,
cool, but it would be slightly annoying to have another movie set totally on Tatooine again.
But if
If
it's
you-
Obi-Wan and Ewan McGregor, I'm cool with it.
And you do it as him protecting, not
Yes.
just like, oh, what am I doing today?
Right.
I'm looking at some
No,
sand.
it's all have a
Because,
point. It
like,
all has a
well, right. And in the
objective.
original What If comic, before any of the Darth Maul stuff was canon, there was a What If where Darth Maul had the Grievous legs, the robot, like before Grievous was ever even thought of, and he hunted down Obi-Wan Kenobi to kill him and have vengeance for losing his bottom half.
And Darth Maul almost had Mandalorian under his control.
Yeah.
But then the Emperor came in, and that was one of the coolest things. Saw Emperor for the first time, like going all out saber fighting and everything.
Yeah, it was awesome. But, well, I think
All
that
right.
wraps it up for our Comic-Con coverage.
Well,
and
I mean, is there anything else
stuff.
you want to cover? We got a little more time if we want to continue.
I can't think of anything else worthwhile. Sherlock season 4.
I wanted to bring up
Awesome.
some little things. These are some short points. We can address our opinions on them. The Blair Witch. Just called The Blair Witch. It's a
Never
sequel
saw
to...
him. Sure.
Here's my thing. Jared would
Okay.
agree with me. I wish he was here. He's asleep right now. He's in his room. He's asleep. Let's take the mic to his room. No, I'm just kidding. We're hoping for a little bit of closure from the original. The original, you don't get
I
much.
don't want that. I've seen the original once. I didn't necessarily love it as much as when it came
Right.
out. Because I was like,
I think if you saw it when it first came out, it
Yeah.
would have been amazing. I saw it years later,
Yeah.
like literally last year.
I like the non-closure. I think it makes
I
it
like
better
it, but I
one
want. I think if you're gonna have a sequel, let's get a little bit of closure. Let's see what's happening a little bit.
I
They
think
find
it should
the
end what
you
happened
know-
to the
you know
original,
that
and then they should
They've
also
shown.
have that.
I watched the trailer. They showed at the end of the movie the house they're in.
Yeah.
They get to that house, and the guy it's basically the guy hunting down his sister, the girl that was in it.
Yep.
He's hunting down his sister, and he makes the house, and someone's like, "That's not your sister. There's no way." And he's like, "I don't care." And he's going in. So I want a little bit of closure. Let's figure out who the Blair Witch really is. Let's see what's going on, because it could be so many things. I don't even care if they took it it's aliens. That'd be cool with me.
I would like for
I
there to
want
be closure
some
for
closure.
the first movie, and then completely open-ended for the second.
Right, that would be the
Like
best
that,
way to do it.
I think that would
We
be
get
awesome.
a little bit of closure, but at the same time, there's more mysteries, and then they can start a series. I'm down with the Blair Witch series. I mean, I like horror movies.
Yeah, the second one's poo.
You know,
It's quite poo. Like
they made
real
it. They already made a second.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I didn't
Yeah.
know that. I thought this
Yeah.
was the second.
They made a second one in like 2001.
Okay, I haven't
It's
seen it.
not good.
Right, I might never see it then. So I'm guessing there's no closure there.
No.
Uh,
The first one is good for its time,
Right.
but if you watch it like tomorrow,
Have you seen Keanu? I think it was in Keanu
Yeah.
where they made the joke. It's
not
hilarious.
yet.
Well, maybe it wasn't Keanu. It was something they made a joke, and it was maybe it was. I feel like
I remember in
involved.
Key and Peele, there was a Blair
There's-
Witch joke.
There's
or
some
something.
type of joke. Gosh, I wish I could remember this, but they're basically like, yeah, I saw it. You know, like Fort Camden theaters. I saw it in like a private screening, so.
Yeah.
We all thought it was real, and it was like a joke, but it's real.
That
People
was
thought it was
legit.
real.
Like people
Yeah,
thought it was
and that's what
100%.
scared people
They did
so much.
news reports on it.
You can't do that anymore, obviously, with the Blair Witch in this
Well, and
society.
Blair Witch is what started the
Handicam.
Yeah.
It started a whole revolution of movies, and you got to give it credit for that, whether you like them or not. I'm in a love-hate relationship with them. If they're done well, it's
If they're
okay.
good, they're good. Yeah,
You
that's
know,
yeah.
It
Like,
can
that's
be done
100%.
well. I mean, what was that
But-
movie with the psychic guys? They did that. You know what I'm talking
Oh,
about?
Chronicle.
It was pretty good.
That
Pretty
was
good
that
movie.
was
Done well,
written,
I'd say.
written by written by Max Landis, I believe, and directed by the guy who made Fantastic Four,
Interesting.
Josh Trank. Who, yeah, that guy.
Love-hate relationship.
Yeah.
The movie Fast Blair Witch. We also got the new Kong movie.
Looks sick.
Looks
that is
cool.
a giant monkey.
We got Brie Larson, and we got a lot of big actors.
John Hiddleston, John Goodman, Samuel L. Jackson, all of them.
Yeah.
That is also the Kong that is going to fight Godzilla.
Awesome. Well, because it said the same producer, so I figured.
Confirmed. Like,
right.
They are going to fight.
But that Kong is huge.
Huge.
So big.
I was like, oh, he's not
They
going to
showed
be
that
that
hand
big.
print, and I'm like,
yeah.
what?
And I was like, that's not him.
Jared showed me, he's
And
like,
then he
wait till you
stood
see
up,
how
and it
big
was
he
like
is.
felt like 4 minutes of like, look at his torso.
Right.
It's still going.
Yep.
Still going.
Yep.
Because they had to do that, because that Godzilla was bigger than skyscrapers. Like, massive.
We want some skyscraper level monsters.
I loved it.
So if this movie does well,
absolutely loved it.
I have not seen the Godzilla yet.
And I think it's
I
great.
want to. I've
It's
heard nothing
great.
but good things
I
about
think
it.
they learned from it. The Godzilla movie, the 2014 release of Godzilla, the biggest downside was there wasn't enough action. But the way it was shot was
But you
very
had
good.
You had Heisenberg.
Yeah. It was really good, and the way they shot it was awesome, but it wasn't the way they marketed it. I expected when I went in to be a full-on big-ass monster fighting stuff.
Right.
It wasn't that way. It was it was from watching it from a human point of view.
And we might
Which
get,
was
I
awesome.
think we might get that
With Kong, I think they're shifting the tone.
But I think it's going to be a little bit of I think we're going to get more action.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's
Yeah.
more monsters on this island
and
just Kong.
When I watched it and I was sitting in theaters, I was like, oh, I don't like this. And then when it got to like the last 45 minutes, I was like, no, this is it. This is what I wanted. This is awesome.
That's what I've heard.
This is great.
Really, it's
and I
a
think
build-up.
they learned
Right.
from that, and with Kong, they're doing different. And also, the last King Kong movie I liked it a lot.
The one
The Peter Jackson one,
Yeah.
I
it was alright.
really liked
Pretty
that.
good. Yeah. It was
With
solid.
Jack Black, they're
You're
trading
not
Jack
gonna get
Black
a-
for Goodman.
You know, no matter what you say about Peter Jackson, you're not going to get a bad Peter Jackson movie.
No, it's going to look great
It's
at the
gonna
very
look
least.
good, and it's
At the
gonna be
very
well-
least, it'll look good.
It's going to be well directed. I mean, he knows what he's doing.
He doesn't always need to make 3 movies out of one tiny ass book,
No,
but yeah,
those movies were still good. Yeah.
couldn't sit through the first one.
Well, fair enough.
Couldn't do
but,
it. But I also don't like Lord of the Rings as much as people. But so we got Kong Skull Island.
I would probably be criticized for this, but the Godzilla that they did now, I didn't really like it that much. But the 1990 something Godzilla,
You like
that
that?
everybody hates.
I loved it when I was a
love it.
kid.
I loved it when I was. I haven't seen it since, so I'm not going to draw an opinion.
Don't.
I love the Taco Bell commercials where they had the little.
Yeah.
But I liked it how it was like the Godzilla was terrorizing, and then they had to deal with the babies inside the mom.
But they also
Yeah,
couldn't.
it was cool.
They also never explained how big it was. It would change sizes every other scene. Because it would tear a hole in a giant ship, and then it would go underground in a tiny ass hole, and then it would bust through half of a skyscraper.
I
And
don't
then it was
know, all the
hiding
holes
underneath
that
it.
it made always seem pretty big.
Alright, so that ship, that in the beginning when it tears the hole in it with its claws,
Yeah.
that is a huge, bigger than a skyscraper ship. It is a big, like, cargo ship. And then it hops through a building that's smaller than that and lays eggs in, what's that stadium called?
Madison Square Garden.
That one.
But it looked like she hollowed it out pretty well.
And it just,
We'll have to rewatch it. I gotta rewatch both. I mean, I haven't seen the new Godzilla.
I loved it when I was a kid, and I'll stand by that. As a kid, it's great.
Might
But
rewatch the old one and then watch the new one and see how I like it.
I will say that.
Although I will say
the way it's shot is shot as a monster movie. You're watching it from the people's perspective.
The only thing I did love about the new Godzilla is the breath. The breath was amazing.
Well, and every time Godzilla fought, because you can tell, they did the same thing with Civil War. When Ant-Man goes giant, he's not normal speed. He's slower.
Right.
So this Godzilla is the same way. He's giant,
But
and the
it's
things he's fighting
slower.
are giant. So, like,
That's
it'll
all the
go to
games
stab
are. You
you.
ever played any of the games? You're so slow.
Yeah.
But it's fun.
Yeah.
They're fun.
And it's power.
They're not
it's
amazing.
Like you're not hitting somebody like lightning speed, but when you hit them, you're
Right.
hitting with the force of like
Right.
an asteroid. Like you're dropping somebody. I liked the new one a lot. I really liked it because it
Definitely
was
gonna have to give it a chance.
it was the human perspective of a monster movie. I love
Any other movies can we think of? Are we? Or
it. Next
shows?
Godzilla's gonna have Mothra and King Ghidorah,
That's cool.
which is awesome.
So it's not gonna be Kong immediately.
Well, the next Godzilla movie.
Right.
I don't know about the
Then we'll
Godzilla
get-
Kong movie. I don't know if that's
Are they
next or
connected
whatever.
at all? Are we
Yeah,
sure
they're gonna
that
fight.
They're definitely
Yeah,
gonna fight.
they've already
Okay.
said they're
So
fighting.
they're definitely canon.
Yes.
Okay.
So
that's
but
awesome.
The next Godzilla, I believe, standalone movie has Mothra and King Ghidorah. Mothra
King
is,
Ghidorah is cool.
yeah, and King Ghidorah is the no-armed, three-headed golden.
What about the
dragon.
mechanical version? You ever played
Mecha
that?
Godzilla?
Yeah.
No, they're not gonna do that.
They have a Mecha Godzilla and they have a Mecha
King Ghidorah too. Yeah,
We might get
no,
there. We might get
no. That's like bad Power Ranger writing. That's bad.
What about the Power Ranger movie?
I'm
I
down.
haven't heard anything.
I'm down.
I'll see it.
The suits,
They
they're
have
not
a
as.
Power Ranger movie?
Yeah, it's coming out. I've
Yeah.
never been a huge fan of Power Rangers.
Loved it
even
when I
as
was a kid. I'm down.
I liked it.
Totally
Okay.
I
but
like
I'll
the
watch
The
first
suits are
couple
much
of.
more Iron Man looking.
I like the
I'm cool with
first
that.
Me too.
couple of seasons.
It's with Rita Repulsa,
Oh, the Rita Repulsa's gonna be in
the
this
one
one.
that's like, but it's Elizabeth Banks,
Well, I might like this movie
and
then
her
it. I'll
costume.
give it a
is-
chance.
It's very different,
because it's basing it off the originals.
but it's different. The costumes are different.
Well,
And
so
it's, well, you say that, but I know people are like, yeah, you're not human.
Yeah. You gotta
It's
modernize
I-
people. It's
yeah,
gotta,
I
it's gotta
don't mind
progress.
Exactly. That was my
anything.
thing. Is like, if you
This
see
is
dudes in a bunch of
anything.
spandex with white
Right.
diamonds, you're
We
not
don't wanna-
intimidated.
We don't want to see
You
the
want
same
armor.
But even that, we don't want to see the same thing over
Yeah.
and over. We
I
want
know.
something
I
new.
mean, I don't mind slight moderation and all that. It's like if they're basing it off the originals, then I'm down for that.
Rita does not look anything like her original. She looks more like imagine armored poison ivy.
fair enough.
Well, like I said, slight
It looks great to
variation.
me.
I
was
don't
like,
care.
all of this looks awesome.
I mean, I
And
think it
Elizabeth
would be
Banks is
looking
killer.
even better because, like we said, the originals they were just in
Bad.
weird spandex suits.
And the
all
original
that.
Rita never spoke a word of English. All of it was dubbed over.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, one more thing I want to get to real quick before we end this podcast is they
A long
released
one.
a trailer. It's a long one, but who cares? They released They released mini trailers for the upcoming Marvel Netflix shows. The
Look
one
great.
I thought looked amazing and the best was the
Cage.
upcoming Luke Cage. Absolutely,
Luke Cage
that
was
trailer
awesome.
was awesome. We're getting the dude from House of Cards.
Yep.
Remy from House of Cards. He's an amazing actor. He did great in that show.
My favorite thing that they're doing is every show that Netflix does of Marvel, they all get a hallway fight. And they're all
Yes.
stylized.
Yes.
Daredevil got one.
Absolutely.
Daredevil got two in
Yeah.
season 2. Well,
Right.
1 and 1.
Right.
Second one and
It's-
2.
it's a
Punisher
easy-
got one in Daredevil season 2.
Yes. Which was
Jessica,
so cool.
Jessica Jones got one when she fought Nuke. Patsy and Jessica Jones got one when she fought Nuke. Luke Cage is getting one where he doesn't even fight.
Right.
He just walks.
He just walks,
just-
man. He's
yeah.
like he's just
He's
a
torn
tank.
up,
It's
and
gonna
then-
be. That's why I'm so excited. It's gonna be a tank show.
Yeah.
He's gonna show up. He is
Can't
the
wait for Iron
freaking
Fist.
knight. He's
He's
Oh.
Reinhardt from Overwatch. He's
But-
sick. Iron Fist is going to be. I imagine it's going to be like Daredevil's, but a lot more Bruce Lee like.
right.
He's going.
The trailer for that was a little underwhelming.
Well, that's all.
It
That's probably
seemed-
all they
but that's
shot.
okay
But he
because-
also
right.
kicked an entire sofa
That was-
through a wall.
That was the coolest
or punched
part.
it or whatever.
That was obviously the coolest part. We didn't get a huge look at Iron Fist.
He's going to
but
do a
it
whole
looks
lot of
cool enough. Right.
Like
I'm excited for Iron Fist. I hope it goes but I mean for now I'm super
Also,
stoked
Lance
for Luke
Lannister.
Cage. Oh, is
yeah,
who's
he
that?
was the one. No, Lance Lannister. He was the Tyrell brother, Marjorie's
Okay.
brother, the one who.
Well, let's not spoil anything for Troy. He's behind on Game of Thrones. We can have a Game of Thrones podcast
Yeah.
another day.
Hey, close your eyes for like 5 minutes, or not 5 minutes, 5 seconds. Do one.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
That's
Okay.
it. Yeah.
That's Iron Fist.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's either him or the Lannister one,
Okay.
but yeah.
Yeah. So cool.
Yeah. And then the Defenders looks very dark because the way they did it is
I hope it's dark.
it's
Honestly, it's
letters,
the
but it's-
series are more
but it looks
dark
like a
than the
ransom.
shows.
like the way they showed like the logo for it was a ransom, where you cut out letters from magazines.
Right.
But each letter was from each of their own.
And I got a
series.
feeling because they had Stick talk on that.
That's who I thought that was too. Okay.
It's definitely Stick.
And the rumor is
I think
Mephisto.
they're going to be fighting. Yeah, and
Mephisto, who is Satan.
but but I guess he's going to have something to do with what's the order they were fighting in the second season of Daredevil?
The Oiled Hand, yeah.
I think the Defenders might be fighting the Hand, and it's going to have something to do with Mephisto.
Mephisto, yeah.
Either way, no matter what they do, I mean, they can't really fail with that show as long as they do good.
Yeah.
And I think that show will be cool. I think
Luke Cage crushing dude's head by punching him at the same time.
I think you've said it before. That show needs to be 8 episodes. That season.
Short and
short,
to the
just
point.
to the point,
Yep.
and just get it done. And Netflix is leaning towards that anyways, so I think it'll be
Yeah,
great.
and I want Punisher to show up for one episode and just unload.
So Iron Fist looked cool. We need more, but we'll get more. Obviously, Luke
And
Cage
there's
looked amazing.
Daredevil
But the
season
first
3,
Luke Cage trailer wasn't that great.
Yeah.
You know, but
Daredevil
now we got
season
an
3 is
amazing-
confirmed.
Right. They had a trailer for it.
Will not
It was-
happen. It was the subway sign.
Yeah,
whatever.
and just 3.
Daredevil season
Wasn't
3
much,
and Jessica
but-
Jones season 2 will not happen until 2018.
No, yeah, fair enough.
Until
We're
after
going to
the
get the
Defenders,
Defenders
yeah.
first, and then we're going to go on to a new
So-
thing. And I'm glad that they're showing us that. I mean, they really want us hooked on this Netflix Marvel thing, and you know
Down,
what?
man. They're
I'm
so
so
awesome.
down.
They're so
You
good.
were against the Jessica Jones season 2. Are you still?
That's her best villain, man. The season 1 is her.
I mean, absolutely.
That is her villain. That is her
Do you think
Venom,
we could potentially
or
see him
Goblin.
come back somehow?
No, she broke his neck.
Well, in the Marvel universe, we might get a clone. We might
I
get
mean,
a
if
different
possible, it'd be
universe.
awesome.
It'd be awesome to see a
But she's
different
one of the
universe.
very few villains that was literally
Right.
killed by the hero.
But I'm down with seeing Jessica Jones go against any villain.
I'd
from the
rather
Marvel
Jessica
universe.
Jones beat season 2 and Luke Cage season 2 be a combination of both.
That'd be cool.
Because they get
Right, yeah.
married and have a kid.
Yeah,
like,
it makes sense. It would
Yeah.
make a lot of sense. So we might see like a combination
yeah.
type. Both
I think
season
Daredevil
2
season
thing.
3 is going to be Bullseye.
Yeah,
I
well,
hope it's
absolutely.
Bullseye.
It has to be, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it has to be.
I thought he was going to be in season 2 anymore.
Yeah, we all did.
But-
we all hoped
yeah.
for it, but yeah, he's going to show up. And I would say that's definitely a good bet.
Well, they hinted at it in the first one.
Right.
He was the guy who sniped
Right.
that young cop.
You think
or
that will
whatever.
be Bullseye? That guy?
If he's already been in the show, that's who he's going to be.
Right.
He's probably going to deal with the Kingpin again.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. Oh God.
And Punisher's
Yeah,
getting his own
you know,
show.
Yes, Punisher's getting his own. And you know, the guy who played Kingpin has not confirmed nor denied. Really, well, he's kind of denied.
He's not in the Marvel universe, the cinematic.
I don't know. I would love to see him in Spider-Man, dude.
He
I
won't-
would
he
love.
won't. He's too dark and
terrific actor.
the only thing he said is,
But,
"Yeah, I would love to just tweet Marvel," which means no, they have no intention of putting.
I
him
don't
in their
know.
movie.
But if it happens, you know you're gonna nerd out.
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
You know you're
Not
gonna
gonna
nerdgasm out.
happen.
I'm
not gonna happen.
holding out hope. I'm not.
They're
betting
not going
on
to have
it.
a dude who crushed a dude's face
Well,
in
I'm
with
not-
a car door, fighting a guy who goes,
Fair enough.
Empire Strikes Back is an old
Well,
movie. Not going to happen.
fair enough. I'm holding out hope that
Yeah, no, I would love it, but
even a 5-minute scene would be amazing.
What?
And if we see any of the Netflix people in Infinity Wars, it would be amazing too. And I'll
I think
Defenders.
they've already talked
Defenders-
about it. If they did it, it would be different casting. They're in the same
They can't
universe,
do
but they're
that.
different just because of the severity.
Well, we'll see.
Because Jessica Jones deals with rape and Daredevil deals
I understand.
with murder.
I just want to see them Defenders 5 minutes and Infinity Wars. That's all I need.
No, like they're all fighting, and it's just like one shot of all them going,
Right.
like
That's
Denny
all I
Rand
need.
going, "Wah!"
That's
Luke
all I
Cage.
need to
Yeah.
get excited. If
It'd
they
be
have
awesome.
a bigger part, amazing. But if just a little 5-minute scene, even 2 minutes,
Yeah.
just
It'd be
them
great.
beating some people up, whatever, that'd be amazing.
I would love that. I don't think it's going to happen, but even if
We can
yeah, like
hold
you
out
said, it
hope.
was even like a minute scene of
Yeah.
just
I'd be cool with
whooping
it.
ass.
Literally,
Totally.
that's all I need is just.
All I want
Like,
is one
for
scene of
me,
Punisher
Bethesda,
walking down the street with a minigun just.
It's right. And it's the same with you, Bethesda. If you just show me a little screenshot of 6 of Elder Scrolls, I'm cool. That's a whole different topic, but
It'll
that's
be the
all I
next game.
need.
It'll be the next game to me.
Yeah, I know it will, but I'm holding out hope. All right, I think we covered everything. It's a long podcast, but you know what? It's Comic-Con, so it had to be long. If you liked anything we talked about, let us know. If you didn't, let us know. If there's something we didn't cover and you want us to cover it, let us know. We'll cover it, no problem. In the next one, Deadpool 2. I just saw a Deadpool character, so I'm bringing that up. That'll be awesome.
Yeah.
They started filming, right? Or they're about to, I think. man. It's certainly confirmed.
That's
I think
one
they
that
showed a
should've
little
waited
Deadpool
until it
like
comes out.
like not trailer, but like picture. It's like 2 or something like
Probably,
that.
yeah.
I don't know. I can't remember. But it's definitely confirmed. That'd be amazing.
Cable's gonna be in it.
Yeah.
Cable, yeah, that's basically confirmed. And it's going to be
Deadpool, like-
Keira Knightley, right? Have you seen that?
Yeah.
It's a fan favorite. It's not going to be.
Yeah.
But, someone, I think I heard a rumor that they might bring Deadpool's sexual feelings to Cable in the second. There's rumors that he does, because he's pansexual.
He also has a wife and kid.
Right, but he's pansexual, but he's Deadpool. He could
I don't think
I don't think we're going to
I
see
don't think the
Deadpool's...
character is pansexual. I think it's just the writers can write literally whatever they want, and it doesn't matter because it's Deadpool.
Right, he can be
I don't
bi,
think
gay, doesn't
Yeah.
no one...
One guy can write
Fair
him
enough.
and he's super straight. The other guy can write him and he's super gay.
Right. I mean, there's been writers that said, yes, we're making him pansexual, and there's been writers who said we don't care.
It
And
doesn't matter.
either way, it's Deadpool. If you make him gay, I don't care as long as he's Deadpool. I mean, that's the bottom line.
He's not known for his canonicity.
Right,
Whatever.
exactly. We can literally have him gay in one
Yeah.
movie and straight in the
It
next.
doesn't-
It
it doesn't
does
matter.
not matter as long as he is Deadpool, my friends. That is
Yeah,
all that matters.
nothing-
And that's not
nothing
hard to
else
do
matters.
as long as they do it right.
Yeah.
They did it right in the last movie, so...
It's totally fine. He's literally the only character that it doesn't matter.
okay.
As long as his
Right.
attitude is the same.
We don't care.
Anything-
You can make him an
anything you write
alien.
about him.
I don't
Yeah.
care. It doesn't matter.
Doesn't
We can
matter.
make Deadpool freaking Batman. I don't care.
It doesn't matter. As long as his personality is the same, that's all you need.
Exactly. That's the beauty of Deadpool. So yeah, I think that's covered everything. Deadpool wasn't really covered at Comic-Con, but we brought it up. Who cares?
Yeah, I don't know.
Do we want to announce Twitter names again?
You
Mine is
you want me
hopefully...
to announce mine?
Basically,
Is that what you want me to
no one
do?
has any yet. Mine is hopefully going to be Broke.as.node. That's what I'm going for. We're going to see if I have it. I will let y'all know when I do.
Yep.
Corey, yours is...
I am Caveman Curry. Caveman spelled appropriately, Curry at the end. So it's pretty simple.
Wait,
follow
you're
me.
Caveman Curry, like the curry, like Indian curry?
Yeah, Caveman
Okay.
Curry as in the
Have
food.
you had good curry before?
Cavemancury.
No under things, just straight.
Caveman Curry. No numbers, no underscore. You got it first.
And I know you will be reporting on everything as it happens, because that's basically your
that's
thing.
what
so
I do, yeah.
We depend on you for that.
That's what I do, man.
And hopefully I will do similar.
I watch news.
Absolutely. Keep up on the
Yep.
news. Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you next time, and we'll talk about whatever the hell we talk about. And
Yep.
that's about it.
Peace.
Peace.